wisdom. So welcome to Shereth. Welcome to Shereth Israel, Rabbi Warshawsky. We're so excited to have you.
Thanks so much, Rabbi Rothman. Shabbat Shalom. It's so wonderful to be with all of you at Shereth. I'm really, really glad to get to come virtually to Dallas to create our Shabbat experience together this morning. We're going to just begin. We'll make our way into the Shabbat morning service with a nigun, and we'll make our way into Psukei de Zimra. We'll try and create an atmosphere of prayer, an atmosphere of song. Anytime that we're going to sing something out loud, I'm going to try and put the words up on the screen so you could sing along, but we'll have the pages out for the Lev Shalem as well. But it's really wonderful just to be with you here in song. Some of the melodies might be unfamiliar, but I encourage you to take a listen the first time through and then just jump in whenever you feel ready. The nice thing about the way that we're praying together this morning is that whatever notes you sing are definitely the right notes, and no one can tell you otherwise. So we'll start out together. It goes like this. So as we make our way through the beginning of Psukei de Zimra, the verses of praise, we'll try and take a way to really step into Shabbat. Right, Shabbat is a verb, it's an action. There's something that we have to do to change our spaces into a space for Shabbat. Here we are in the places where we reside. We're spending a whole lot of time here in these rooms. So how can we change the room from just a makom, from just a regular place, into a makom tefillah, into a space for prayer? How can we change it from just a makom into a mikdash, into a holy space? Maybe that's being able to visualize the sanctuary, seeing it right next to me here on the screen. Maybe it's the people in the room next to us. Maybe it's putting on our talitot. Whatever it is that makes you feel like this space is a makom tefillah this morning, we'll give ourselves these first couple tefillot to allow ourselves to flip that switch for ourselves. What's it going to be that's going to help you enter this space of Shabbat? We'll begin with Modeh Ani, which is on page 99 in our Sidurim, or right up here. Modeh ani lefanecha melech chai v'kayam. Modeh ani lefanecha melech chai v'kayam. Modeh ani lefanecha. Modeh ani lefanecha. Modeh ani lefanecha melech chai v'kayam. Modeh ani lefanecha melech chai v'kayam. Modeh ani lefanecha modeh ani lefanecha. The first couple prayers that we have in the beginning of the morning tefillah are all about energizing ourselves, noticing the things that are happening in our bodies and our souls. And I noticed something recently in the Lev Shalem Siddur, which is the one I think that many of us are using here in our homes, that was different from the other conservative Siddur that I had been used to, the Sim Shalom Siddur, which is that the next few prayers that we say, Eloheinu Shama and Eloheinu Shama and Asher Yatzar, the prayers that are about noticing our body and our souls. In most Siddurim that I had ever encountered, the prayer for our bodies, Asher Yatzar, came before the prayer for our souls, right? First we say Asher Yatzar, this prayer about small miracles, the miracles that are happening in our bodies, noticing that there are these small things that happen that allow us to go to the bathroom properly, that allow us to walk around, things that we don't even notice on a regular basis, but that just help us live our lives with slightly more intention. And then after that, after we are thankful for our body, for the container, we say Eloheinu Shama, being thankful for our soul being restored to us, re-energized, replenished, ready to start a new day. Right? First for the container, and then for what's being held inside the container. And I noticed that if you look on page 99, the order is flipped. First we have the Eloheinu Shama, first we have the prayer for our soul, and then we have Asher Yatzar, the prayer for our body. And I haven't had a chance to ask the people who organized this Siddur if there was an intention behind that choice. What does it mean to be able to thank for, to give gratitude for what is being held inside the container first? To give gratitude for the soul before we give gratitude for our bodies. But for me, I wanted to be able to ground ourselves first and then fill ourselves up with what's within. So we're going to start with Asher Yatzar, actually, the prayer for our bodies. And this is a blessing that's all about noticing what happens in the world around us. This is the prayer that we actually say after we go to the bathroom. But it's also the prayer for just noticing what are the small things that are happening in our lives that if we could just name them, we could be able to live our lives with even more intention. So this is the prayer Asher Yatzar, along with some of the things that I notice when I'm trying to walk about my morning, things that ground me, that allow me to enter into this space of prayer with a sense of intention. It goes like this. Today for me is a new day on earth. I live it in awe and wonder how everything works. Should the grass cease to grow? Should the sun cease to glow? Should my heart cease to beat? I thank you again and again that my body's complete. I can think, I can breathe, I can hope, I can sneeze, I can laugh, I can cry, I can pray for the wonder each day. For strength come what may, for the power to say. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Asher yatzar et ha'adam b'chokhmah Uvarabo nekavim nekavim chalulim chalulim galoi ve'yadua lifnei chisech yevodecha she'im yipateach echad mehem o yisatem echad mehem yefshar lehitkayem Ata Adonai Rofek kol basar Umafli lasot For the wonder each day For strength come what may For strength come what may For the power to say and for the power to say Today for me is a new day on earth I live it in awe and wonder So we have the container, we have our bodies, we're feeling everything moving around in our bodies, and then we take a moment to give gratitude for our soul each day, renewed, re-energized, restored, ready to start a new moment. So we're just gonna linger on these words just for a minute more. Elohai neshama shenatata bi tehorahi. Breathed into us every single day. Elohai neshama shenatata bi tehorahi. 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 Ata birata Ata yatzarta Ata nefachta bi Ata birata Ata yatzarta Ata nefachta bi Elohai neshama shenatata bi tehorahi. Elohai neshama shenatata bi tehorahi. Elohai neshama Elohai neshama shenatata bi tehorahi. Elohai neshama shenatata bi tehorahi. We'll gather together on page 103 for Birkot HaShachar, the blessings for our activities as we wake up in the morning. You can rise in body and spirit if you want to join me. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lana sechel v'bina le'avchin ben yom u'ben laila. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'asani b'tzalmo. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'asani ben chorin. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam She'asani Yisrael. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam pokeach ivrim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam al pi sharumim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam matir asurim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam zokef kefufim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam rokah haaretz al hamayim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam amechin mitzadei gaver. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'asali kol tzarki. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam ozer Yisrael bigvura. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam oter Yisrael betif ara. Baruch atah Adonai Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hanoten layav koach. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamavir sheina meinai, tnuma me'afapai. Yiratzon lefanecha Adonai Eloheinu levoteinu. Utnenei mavchoyim l'chenu chesed urachamim b'nachonei koreinu v'tigmalenu chasadim tovim Baruch atah Adonai gomel chasadim tovim le'amo Yisrael. Please be seated. We'll continue with page 112. The song for Shabbat Hayom Yom Shabbat Kodesh Sheboi Levimim Omri Beit HaMikdash Mizmor Shir Le'Yom HaShabbat. This was the psalm that they said in the temple on Shabbat. Here we are on Shabbat. What's the way that we'll take our steps into this moment of Shabbat? Magadlu Masacha Adonai Meram Kumach Shevotecha. Oh, Dinavun Beseva, the Shenim Varanim Hiu, Lagid Ki Ashar Adonai, Suri Velo Avla Tavo. Continue together, page 120. Mizmor Shir Chanukat Abayid LeDavid. Zamr Ladonai Bechasida Ve'Rav Bechel Bokarina. In the morning, we exalt. In the morning, we celebrate. In the morning, it's time for joy. Elech Adonai Akra, Ve'Adonai Tchanan, Abetzai Chavar, Shema Adonai B'choneini, Adonai Heye Ozer Li. Ha'afachta Mesvi Macholi, Pitata Sagir Tajeni Simcha, Le'man Yidbrach V'lo Yidom, Adonai Elohai Le'olam Odeka. We'll pause for a moment for Mourner's Kaddish, Kaddish Atom. If you'd like to rise as we say Mourner's Kaddish together. Page 121. Yit Gadal, Yit Kadash, Shnei Rabba.
Amen.
Amar, Yirach, Yerusei, V'Amalich, Malchusei, V'Chayechon, V'Yamechon, V'Chayei, V'Chal Beis Yisrael.
Amen.
Amen. Yehi Shema Rabba Mevorach, Olam Le'Ameh
Yitbarach,
Yishtabach, Yisbar, Yisroman, Yisnasei,
Yitadar,
Yisalev, Yisalal, Mei D'Kudish Shabbat,
Yehu.
Elam, in Kol B'Chasa V'Shirasa, Tish B'Chasa V'Nechemasa, Da'miram B'Amar V'Yimru, Amen.
Amen.
Yehi Shlomo Rabba Min Shemaya, V'Chaim Aleinu, V'Al Kol Yisrael, V'Yimru, Amen.
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 Oseh Shalom B'Mramama, V'Yaseh Shalom, Aleinu V'Al Kol Yisrael, V'Yimru, Amen.
Amen.
Rise together for Baruch She'amar. The power that we can create with our own words. Baruch She'amar V'Haya Olam. God who spoke and the world was created. What words can we create with our worlds? What worlds can we create with our words? What are the things that we can do? Baruch Oseh Bereshit, Baruch Omer Ve'oseh, Baruch Gozer U'Mekayem, Baruch Merachem Al Haaretz, Baruch Merachem Al Habriot. Yanana. Tovi Re'av, Baruch Chai La'ad V'Kayam La'netzach, Baruch Podeh U'Matzir Lo, Baruch Shemo. Continue together on page 136 with the Ashrei. In the Ashrei, the first 3 lines begin with the letter Aleph, recognizing 3 different parts of this relationship that we're creating right now. The first Aleph is the Aleph of Ani, the Aleph of me. It's me placing myself in this moment, me calling out, sending out a question, sending out a prayer, sending out a desire. The second Aleph is the Aleph of Anochi, the Anochi that we read last week, Anochi Adonai Elohecha, the Aleph of God being a part of this moment of holiness, of connection. That's the Aleph, the second Aleph that we reach out to, Aleph of Anochi. And the third Aleph is the Aleph of Atah, the Aleph of you, the Aleph that we see on each other's faces. What's nice about being able to daven in this virtual space is we can actually look at each other's faces instead of, all being sort of facing up towards the front when you pray at the back of somebody's head. Here we can see each other's faces, and if you look closely, we can see the Aleph on each other's faces. Right, the Aleph, each Hebrew letter is made up of other Hebrew letters. So the Aleph itself, if you can visualize it, you can see it up on the screen. I'll try and make it up here a little big. This is an Aleph right here. And the Aleph is made up of 2 Yuds and a Vav. Right, a Yud on each side and a Vav right in the middle. And if you flip around those letters, you set them up like this, you'll see that the Yuds and a Vav is actually a face. It's 2 eyes and a nose. And so that Aleph that we're calling out to, when we look at the Aleph, when we hear that first Aleph of Anochi, the word that we heard, the one word that we heard at Mount Sinai from the beginning of the commandments, that Aleph we can see on each other's faces. We can see the holiness of each individual person. If you can only take a moment to recognize the holiness, the divinity in the people that we are looking at. So when we're calling out with this Ashrei Yoshvei Beitecha, happy are those who dwell in their homes, happy are those who reside here in our homes, we're actually getting to look intimately into each other's homes. We get to recognize the places where we are most at home. And when we call out with that Ashrei, hopefully we can answer each other with presence, that we can be here, Hineni, we can be here present in this moment, Hinenu, as we make our way through the Tefillah on Shabbat. Ashrei Yoshvei Beitecha Ashrei Yoshvei We call out to each other, we call out, we bring in presence, and we move into the Hallelujah section of our tefillah. These last 5 Psalms of the book of Psalms. This one on page 139, Psalm 148. Page 139, Psalm 148, is a psalm that's all about all the different creatures in creation. The last psalm that we sing, the one we're most familiar with, is all about the different ways that we can praise, with dance and with song, with musical instruments, but this is about every creature having its own song of praise to sing. The Shemesh and the Yareach, the sun and the moon, the Mayim Asher Me'al HaShamayim, the waters, the sea monsters, the winged birds, every single creation has its own song of creation to sing. And at the very end of the psalm, if you look in the Siddur, you'll notice that human beings are mentioned at the very end, that we can only sing our own song after we've allowed every other creation to sing. So what we're going to try and do right now is do just that. We're just going to sing the word hallelujah over and over again. If you want to join with me on the rest of the words after that, you're more than welcome to, but this word hallelujah grounds everything else. Just that one word, giving each other creation an opportunity to sing its praises. Just that one word, hallelujah, sounds just like this. Hallelujah Adonai min hashamayim, Hallelujah ba'meromim, Hallelujah kol malachav, Hallelujah kol tzevav, Hallelujah shemesh v'yareach, Hallelujah kol kofeor, Hallelujah shemei hashamayim v'hamayim, asher me'al hashamayim. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah Adonai min hashamayim, hallelujah ba'meromim, Hallelujah kol malachav, Hallelujah kol tzevav, Hallelujah shemesh v'yareach, Hallelujah kol kofeor, Hallelujah shemei hashamayim v'hamayim, asher me'al hashamayim. Hallelujah et shem Adonai ki utziva v'nivrahu, vayamitem la'ad le'olam, chok natan ve'lo yavor. Hallelujah et shem Adonai ki utziva v'nivrahu, vayamitem la'ad le'olam, chok natan ve'lo yavor. Hallelujah, El Bekocho, Hallelujah, Birki Auzo, Hallelujah, Bikurotav, Hallelujah, Kirol Gulo, Hallelujah, Beteka Shofar, Hallelujah, Benevel Betlinor, Hallelujah, Betofu Machol, Hallelujah, Bemini Beugav, Hallelujah, Tziltele Shama, Hallelujah, Tziltele Chura, Kol Anshama Te Hallelujah, 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 kol hanshama tehallel, hallelujah, hallelujah, kol hanshama tehallel, hallelujah, 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 Kol hanshama tehallel, hallelujah. Kol hanshama tehallel, hallelujah. Every single breath, every living creation, every breathing thing calls out in praise. We'll make our way into Nishmat Kol Chai. Every single breath, every living being. Can every breath be a breath of gratitude, a breath of noticing that each breath is a blessing, each breath is a gift? Nishmat Kol Chai is on page 145. If you haven't had a moment just to allow yourself to just breathe, you can breathe in this melody. Nishmat Kol Chai. Let it lift up. Nishmat Kol Chai Tivarech et Shimcha Adonai Eloheinu. Nishmat Kol Chai Tivarech et Shimcha Adonai Eloheinu. Yiddai dai dai, ay 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 nai nai, ay 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 nai nai, ay 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 nai nai, ay 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 ay. Nishmat Kol Chai Tivarech et Shimcha Adonai Eloheinu. Nishmat Kol Chai Tivarech et Shimcha Adonai Eloheinu. Yiddai dai dai, ay 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 nai nai, 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 ay ay nai, ay nai nai, ay nai nai nai. We'll make our way into the Shacharit section of our tefillah, acknowledging moments of creation, moments of revelation, moments of redemption. We'll start on page 147. Shochen al marom vekadosh shemo וכתוב רננו צדיקים באדוני לישרים נבע תהילה בפי ישרים תתהלל ובדברי צדיקים תתברך ובלשון חסידים תתרומם ובקרב קדושים תתקדש ובמקלות רבבות עמך בית ישראל ברנתו של כל דור שכן חובת כל יצרים לפניך אדוני אלוהינו אלוהי אבותינו להודות להלל לשבח לפאר לרומם להדר לברך להלל ולקלס על כל דברי שיר ותשבחו דוד בן ישי עבדך משיחך. We can
Page
rise.
148, please rise.
ישתבח שמך לעד מלכנו על המלך הקדוש בשמיים ובארץ כי לך נתן עלינו ולאבותינו שירו שפחה לב וזמרה עוז ממשלה נסקת ולגבורה תהילה ותפארת קדושה ומלכות ברכות והודאות מטב יד עולם ברוך אתה אדוני אל מלך גדול ותשבחות אל ההודאות אדון הנפלאות הבוחר בשירי זמרה מלך אל חי העולמים.
Be seated, everybody. Page 150 at the top, the first bracha before the Shema.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם יוצר אור ובורא חושך עושה שלום ובורא את הכל. Please be seated. We'll continue together into these blessings of Shacharit. If you look right in the middle of the page, you'll see these words, Hameir la'aretz v'ladarim aleha berachamim. God who lights up the world and all of its inhabitants with mercy. Uvtuvo mechadesh bechol yom tamid ma'aseh breshit, and in goodness every single day renewing the act of creation. Every single day. How can we look at every single day as something new? Something for us to be partners with God in the act of creation. So we're going to start with this very first primal act, this very first sound, which was a hum. We're going to hum together. We'll open up these words, Hameir la'aretz. We'll sing them slightly differently this morning. Hameira, she who illuminates the world and all of her inhabitants with mercy, giving birth to the world, renewing it every single day for us to experience in creation. Hum, ha, hum, ha, 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 hum, ha, hum, ha, 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 hum, ha, hum, ha, 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 hum, hum, ha, hum, ha, 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 hum, ha, hum, ha, 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 Hameira, 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 la'aretz v'ladarim aleha, v'ladarim aleha, v'ladarim aleha, v'ladarim aleha, v'rachamim. מחדשת בכל יום תמיד וכתובה מחדשת מעשה המשובח כבר ושמת עולם עולמנו. אין קרקע אדוני אלוהינו בעולם הזה, ואין תורתך מלכנו לחיי העולם הבא. אפס פרטך גדול לימות המשיח, ואין דומה לך מושיענו לתחיית המתים. page 151.
151.
אל אדון על כל המעשים ברוך ומבורך בפי כל נשמה גדלו וטובו מלא עולם דעת ותבונה סובבים בו המתגאה חיות הקודש ונדר בכבוד על המרכבה זכות ומישור לפני חיסו חסד ורחמים לפני כבודו טובים מאורות שברא אלוהינו יצרם בדעת בבינה ובהשכל כוח וגבורה נתן בהם להיות מושלים בקרב תבל מלאים זיו ומפיקים נוגה נאה זיום בכל העולם שמחים בצאתם וששים בבואם עושים בהם הרצון קונם פאר וכבוד נותנים לשמוע צלה ורינה לזכר מלכותו קרא לשמש ויזרח אורה והתקין צורת הלבנה שבח נותנים לו כל צבא מרום תפארת וגדולה שרפים ואופנים וחיות הקודש ליל אשר שבת מכל המעשים.
152.
תתברך מושיענו על שבח מעשה ידיך ואמר יורשה עשית יפרוך הסלע תתברך צורנו מלכנו וגואלנו ברקת
Top of 153.
כולם אהובים, כולם ברורים, כולם גירים וכולם פותחים את פיהם בקדושה ובתורה בשירה ובזמרה וברכים ומשבחים ומפארים ומעריצים ומקדישים וממליכים את שם האל המלך הגדול יברוך קדושו וכולם מקבלים להם ובו שמיים זה מזה ונותנים רשות זה לזה להקדיש ליוצרם בנחת רוח בשפה ברב נימה קדושה כולם כאחד עונים ואומרים ביראה קדוש 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 אדוני צבאות מלך כל הארץ כבודו והאופנים וחיות הקודש ברעש גדול מנסים לעומת טרפים לעומתם משבחים ואומרים ברוך כבוד אדוני ממקומו ליל ברוך נעמות ייתנו לך וקיים המחדש בטובו בכל יום תמיד מעשה בראשית כמו יסרים קדם חסו אור חדש על ציון תאיר ונזכה כולנו מהרה לאורו ברוך אתה אדוני יוצר המאורות.
Avan Rabba, page 154.
אהבה רבה אהבתנו אדוני אלוהינו חמלה יחמד והאר עינינו בתורתך ודבק ליבנו במצוותיך ויחל לבבינו לאהבה וליראה את שמך ולא נבוש לעולם ועד ולא נבוש לעולם ועד כי בשם קודשך הגדול והנורא פתחנו נגילה ונשמחה נגילה ונשמחה ישועתך והביאנו לשלום מארבע כנפות הארץ ותוליכנו כל מיולי ארצנו כי על פני ישועות תאהבנו בחרת מכל עם ולשון וקרבתנו לשמך גדול סלע ואמת להודות לך לכתך באהבה ברוך אתה אדוני הבוחר בעמו ישראל באהבה שמע ישראל Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad ויאהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לאות על ידך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך והיה כי מהשמיים על הארץ ויאמר אדוני משל לאמור דבר בני ישראל וראיתם אותו למען תזכרו ואתם כמותותם ותפשו לכם אני ארנה לכם ויהיה לכם אלוהים אני אדוני אלוהיכם אדוני אלוהיכם אמת לדור ודור קיים ושמו קיים וכיסו נכון ומלכותו ואמונתו לעד קיימת ורב חיים קיים
Page 157.
אמת שתרנו לנו ולאבותינו מלכינו מלך אבותינו גואלנו גואל אבותינו יוצרנו יוצר ישועתנו פורנו מצאנו לעם שמך אין אלוהים זולתך עזרת אבותינו אתה הוא מעולם הגנשים לכבודו אמת אתה ולמך מחר אמת אתה הוא ראשון ואתה הוא אחרון ולכן כמו מושיע מצרים גאותנו לביתים תהילות לעליון ברוך הוא ומבורך משה ובני ישראל לחנו שירה בשמחה רבה ואמרו כולם מי כמוך באלים אדוני מי כמוך נדר בקודש נורא ספל שירה חדשה שיבחו גאולים לשמך על שפת הים יחד כולם הודו והמליכו ואמרו אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד יא ניי 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 ניי
Right at the bottom of page 158.
צור ישראל, קומה בעזרת ישראל, ובדחנו מאחה יהודה וישראל. גואלנו אדוני צבאות שמו, קדוש ישראל, ברוך אתה אדוני, גאל ישראל.
As we turn and face Yerushalayim, turn and face east, we will begin the Amidah together with Rabbi Warshawsky on page 159. We'll daven out loud through the first three brachot of the Amidah, page 159, page 160, and then skip the Kedusha on page 161 and conclude with a third bracha at the top, the third bracha at the top of page 162, and then we'll continue individually through the end of the Tefillah, page 159.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Elohei Avoteinu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak Ve'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel Ve'Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor Ve'Anora El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim Ve'Konei Hakol Ve'Zocher Chastei Avot U'Mevi Goel Lifnei Bneihem Leman Shemo Ve'Ahava Melech Ozer Ufoked Moshiach U'Magen Baruch atah Adonai Magen Avraham Ufoked Sarah Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai Mechaye Meitim Atah Rav Le'Oshia Mashiv Haruach U'Morid Hagashem Mechalkel HaChaim B'Chesed Mechaye Meitim B'Rachamim Rabim Somech Noflim V'Rofech Cholim U'Matir Asurim U'Mekayem Emunato Lishenei Afar Michamocha Bal Gevurot Umido Melach Melech Meimit U'Mechaye U'Matzmiach Yeshua V'Nemanat Alechayot Meitim Baruch atah Adonai Mechaye HaMeitim Ata Kadosh V'Shimcha Kadosh U'Kdoshim B'Choyam Yihalalu Chasala Baruch atah Adonai Ha'el HaKadosh.
You individually, a reminder that it is Rosh Chodesh. Please include the bottom paragraph on page 163. Ya'aleh v'yavo. Guys, today is Rosh Chodesh. We get some bonus tracks on this album from Rabbi Warshawsky. So please rise, everybody, and we'll sing Hallel together, page 316, as we celebrate the Simcha, the joy that is in our hearts on this first day of Adar. The month could not have arrived soon enough. So let's bring the joy, page 316.
Chodesh Tov for Adar. Hopefully we'll recognize some Adar melodies. Each month is known for the holidays that are within it. So here we have the holiday of Purim. We'll celebrate, we'll sing out. Hopefully we'll bring a little joy this morning. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav etzivanu likro et hallel. Hallelujah, hallelujah, Avdei Adonai, let Shem Adonai, Shemonai Merach Mitavelam, Mi Mizrach Shemesh, Arvavo Milah, Shemonai Merach Koim, Mi Karalein, Magvila Shabbat, Mashulina, Meki me'afar dal, me'ashpot yarim evyon, lehoshivim nedivim, im nedivei amo, moshivi akeret habayit, em abanim semecha, hallelujah. Betzeit Yisrael miMitzrayim Beit Yaakov me'amlo ez Hayta Yuda lekodsho Yisrael mamshelotav hayam rav hayanos hayarden yisov leachor harim rakdu chelim Gevaod kivnei tzon Amalech hayam Kitanu es hayarden Yisov leachor Harim tirgedu chelim Gevaod kivnei tzon Milifnei Adon Huli aretz milifnei Eloach Yaakov Atzur agamayimcha lamish lemayno mayim. Adonai Zacharanu Yevarech et Beit Yisrael, Yevarech et Beit Aaron, Yevarech Yirei Adonai. Haketanim imagadolim Yosef Adonai Alechem Alechem ve'al b'neichem Beruchim Atem l'Adonai Yoseh Shamayim v'aretz Hashamayim Shamayim l'Adonai ve'aretz Natan libnei Adam Lo hametim Yehallelu veloko yardei duma va'anachnu nevarech yamei ata ve'ad olam hallelujah. Page 318 at the bottom. Ma'ashiv l'Adonai, kol tzmelo yalai, kos yishuot esav v'shem Adonai akrad nirah shlanu cholamo. Lecha ezbach zevach toda v'shem Adonai akrad nirah Adonai ashalei nirah cholamo. Bechatzrot Beit Adonai betochech Yerushalayim. Hallelujah. Hallelujah, et Adonai kol goyim, shabchu kol haomim. Ki gavar aleinu chasto, ve'emet Adonai, le'olam hallelujah. Hodu l'Adonai ki tov, ki le'olam chasto, yom meruna Yisrael, ki le'olam chasto, yom meruna Beit Aharon, ki le'olam chasto. Yitzhak Aratia, Nani B'merchavya, Adonai Lilo Ira, Ma'aseh Liada. Pitchu li sharei tzedek avo v'amodeya. Pitchu li sharei tzedek avo v'amodeya. Zeh hashar l'Adonai tzadikim yavovo. Zeh hashar l'Adonai tzadikim yavovo. Odecha ki anitani v'ateki li lishua. Odecha ki anitani v'ateki li lishua. Even masu habonim hayeta lerosh bina. Even masu habonim hayeta lerosh bina. Me'et Adonai hayta zoti niflat beinenu. Me'et Adonai hayta zoti niflat beinenu. Zeh hayom hasa Adonai nagila v'nismechavo. Zeh hayom hasa Adonai nagila v'nismechavo. Na 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 Ana Adonai Hoshiana, Ana Adonai Hoshiana, Ana Adonai Hoshiana, Ana Adonai Hoshiana, Ana Adonai Hatzlichana, Ana Adonai Hatzlichana, Ana Adonai Hatzlichana, Ana Adonai Hatzlichana. Baruch haba b'shem Adonai, berachnuchem mibeit Adonai. Baruch haba b'shem Adonai, berachnuchem mibeit Adonai. El Adonai v'yair lanu, Yisru chag be'avotim ad karnotam mizbeach. El Adonai v'yair lanu, Yisru chag be'avotim ad karnotam mizbeach. Eli ata ve'odeka, Elohai aromemeka. Eli ata ve'odeka, Elohai aromemeka. Hodu l'Adonai ki tov, ki le'olam chasto. Hodu l'Adonai ki tov, ki le'olam chasto. Ki lecha tov lehodot, u'shimcha na'el lezamer. Ki mi'olam ad olam ata el. Baruch atah Adonai, Melech mehulal batishbachot.
Amen. Yasher Koach, Rabbi Warshawsky. What a treat it's been to daven